She fits with a little bit of wiggle room.
Well, I always look better in the dark, I thought. That's what the old lady tells me. Whatever China's doing, they're doing it right.
If you're the type that's like me that likes to watch people make a lot of mistakes because they don't know what the hell they're doing and you just want to follow along, maybe drink a beer, then this video's for you.
We had some rain last night, so I can actually check and see if the roof hatch is sealed up like they're supposed to, and we still have some leaks. So I'm gonna show you guys what we got going on. I didn't even notice these were loose, so water's definitely coming in through there. And let's take a look at all this though. This stayed pretty dry, and I don't see anywhere water's coming in on any of these rivets through here. And that's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing. Because we used a whole tube of caulking per delete, which was, I mean, way overkill. But, and then over here, I need to take these windows out, and I already assumed that was going to be a necessary thing to reseal them. And I really hope I can keep these windows and that I can get them to stop leaking. I know a lot of experienced people that do this stuff. They say there's really nothing you're going to get better about it, but at least where I know the water's coming in is where I can plug up holes where you can see daylight. So all this is wet here. Obviously, water's coming in right here. I think I have a couple of rivets or screws actually on the outside of the bus that are actively leaking. And that's been a pretty common theme. I've been seeing where different screws have, like the ones I showed you over there, they've eroded and they're letting water pass through. So if you look over here, up in this corner here, and then up in this corner here, there's still daylight. And I need to, let's see if I can show you guys. Yep, so there's daylight there. And this one was kind of tricky for me to even see, but there's daylight through there as well. And as you can tell, that's wet, and that's a little wet, and that's where the water's coming down through here. You can see it, and it's trickling down and making that wet. Over here, I don't see a lot of that happening. I do see a couple little damp spots down back there into the foam insulation. It's kind of hard to show you guys, but because it's in real tight spaces, but you can see where some of the water came in yesterday. So I already had these windows out, so I know they're not sealing. I know that's going to be a necessary thing. And yours truly accidentally screwed through the bottom of the channel the window sits in, so I definitely have to take those windows out and caulk at least the holes. So yeah, we got a lot done yesterday. I'm going to walk you through some of the wiring here. And this is where the ceiling lights are going to go, and there's 7 in a series. Starts here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so for the lights down the middle of the bus, we have this constant hot right here, which is running into this branch circuit back to a constant hot, but this is where the actual wire is running all the way across down to this wire right here. And it's not put up yet, but it's gonna come over like this, and it's gonna drop down to a switch, and then it's gonna backfeed. I know this seems like it's redundant, but it had to be done for the location of the wire. I mean, for the location of the switch. Then it's going to run back, and then it's going to run through to all these lights. And if I did it right, they might actually work. Then right here, we have the bathroom light switch, which is going to this wire here. So it's coming off of another constant hot, running over, then it's going through the switch into this one, and then it comes out, and voila, you have your bathroom light. So I'm going to have 2 lights for the tub, and I'm going to have like, I'm not sure how I want to do it yet. I might even do 3. I'm thinking like 1 here, and like 1 right here. Either way, for sure, we're going to have the 2 lights over the tub. And they're really nice, warm lights. I was really happy with those. I can turn the bathroom light on. I can turn these lights on. There is no voltage drop that I can tell. And I'm going to be using a multimeter all the way at the end of the run to make sure I'm getting at least 11.5 volts to make sure that we're actually getting adequate power, that we're not straining the lights. I'm going to be turning all the lights on at some point today, and we will be testing that out. So let's get started.
Okie dokie. Look at him. There we go. Where's that tape?
It's right by my feet. There you go.
Alright, Tyler, next piece. I need 36 and a quarter.
What do we got?
Hold on. 58 and a quarter.
All right.
There's a few things that are holding me up.
Hey, we're not talking about your love life.
I got nothing holding me up there. Yeah.
Well, Tyler as a wingman might.
Nah.
It's like, nah, he makes him feel comfortable.
It's this right here.
That compressor gets annoying. Sauna in here.
I'd rather it not be a sauna.
All right, let me see the nailer.
Yep.
Push this side in some. It's not a proper outhouse if you don't have wood planks in it. All right. Trying to hold my hand.
Nope.
Damn.
56 and a half. Would you be a dear? Thank you, Titanic. Yep, you heard me. You heard me correctly.
I always thought Ty Lin was a nice name for him.
I'm partial to Ty.
All right.
I'm not done. Wait your turn, Charlie.
John, do you sleep with a nightie?
Say again?
Do you sleep with a nightie?
Nighty as in like a nightlight?
Yeah.
I have my computer that's always on.
Man, I never thought about that. I have my little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles night light that I plug in the bathroom. It overheats occasionally, but, you know, like, honestly, I might just have a laptop now and just leave, like, you know, like just the home screen to X videos open.
Yeah.
That
would always work.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Damn, dude. He's got a rough side out.
This wouldn't be bad. I could leave this wall open just to be able to take one of them relax.
You really gotta go.
I mean, give me that rack you dropped on the floor and subsequently stepped on.
Yeah. Just nails. I just do what I'm told. He beats me, guys.
Damn sure I do. I feed your ass.
No.
Somebody quick get this dude a damn subscription to Jenny Craig.
He hits me.
Get him a damn sponsorship.
He hits me and he calls me a little fatty. Calls me his little pig.
I mean, with those, I mean.
Okay,
what else
get away from me, weirdo.
Oh yeah, Slim Jesus. He's a latchkey kid, y'all. You got your key, so you don't lose it.
Ugh, one of the latchkey kids. Look at Ogie.
We can listen to love songs.
I'm good. I'd rather not hear about your pickle stories.
Yeah. Hey, but I named the album Poor Man South of Richmond. I did. It's real fancy like. I got the thirst. Real bad.
Huh?
The thirst.
The thirst.
I need a square.
Tyler! Ty, we need a square.
Don't say it like that.
Aw.
I to fucking him and you got in the way.
Yeah.
He's gonna be one of them angry little guys one day.
No, I can see it now. He's gonna be one of them fucking dudes. He's gonna be coaching Little League and shit.
Yeah. Hey!
Doing that.
Hey!
Oh my God.
Hit the ball! Watch out. I got a cut.
Remember that time I told you you could edit anything out? Well, here's some blackmail, Sean.
She fits with a little bit of wiggle room. Left hand. Are we good?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're left-handed?
No, I'm right. Except on special occasions.
I liked where that was going. Keep talking. Tell me more.
Ah, I'm good. You know, we gotta have some secrets between us. Can't know everything.
It happens in these woods between me and you, so shut up.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Bow. Huzzah!
All right, so I think this is called a multimeter. See, I'm not an electrician, but something tells me it's called a multimeter. And I'm going to assume, I don't really know the differences of all these, but I'm going to go to what says battery, and I'm going to go to 9 volts. And it'll tell me probably whatever the voltage actually is. All right, so we're going to be putting these pins into the back of our lever nut here. And Sean, you're going to tell me what the voltage is.
We are at 11.3 to 5, depending.
That's not great. Not great, but I don't anticipate running all the lights at the same time.
Yeah.
So hold that for a second. I'm going to cut off a couple lights and see if it makes a difference.
Same thing?
That's it?
Yeah, same thing.
All right. So it's not terrible. It's not what I wanted, but they're not dimming, and they're still working pretty good. I'm going to test off one of these lever nuts and see if the voltage is higher. It could just be this converter isn't putting out a whole hell of a lot of power. So I'm going to test it down here and see what it says. Ow, that's fucking sharp.
Stepping on a rivet?
No, I just stabbed myself with the multimeter.
Oh, don't do that.
So what do we got? I'll open this middle one up. So this is coming out 12 right here. 12 for sure. Okay. So let's see what this light's getting. I'll test it on this last one because I got an open space.
You want to hand me the...
Yeah, you can hold the multimeter.
There you go.
Oh. Where am I going? Okay, we're going in there. And we're going in there.
Yo, this AI is being stupid. We are at 11.6.
Okay, so it looks like we lose, like immediately, we lose some voltage. So I'm gonna test out one more thing. I don't really want to, but I can do a jumper, yeah. I can put a jumper back there and get rid of that switch leg for these main run lights, and that'll cut about 40 feet out, and I'm gonna see if that fixes the voltage any. All right, so now we're just gonna jump these two. You always hook your positives first when you're working on a live circuit, 12 volt at least. Okay, so now we got
power.
direct run power going back. So let's see what our voltage is now that I've cut out about 40 feet of the equation. What did you say it was, 11.3?
11.3 to 11.5. It kept fluctuating.
Okay, now what do we have?
11.6, even.
That's 11.7 actually. So we went up into a suitable range by cutting that line shorter, so I'm gonna relocate that switch. Didn't want to, but I also don't want to run two separate power sources for these lights. So that is a negligible drop. So most of the stuff on your vehicle, even though they say it's 12 volts, 9 times out of 10 whenever I'm working on a vehicle and I'm running lighting or anything else, we're really only getting about 11.3 to 11.4, which puts a lot of strain on your stuff. So this is going to extend battery life and the life of the fixtures and make the system a mite bit safer. I really didn't want to do this, but I'm going to run the switch right to here, and that's going to cut out, I don't know, what is that? about 25, 30 feet.
I think they're over exaggerating.
No, each one of these, for every foot, you're going
one.
2 feet. Yeah. So for every foot, you're going 2 feet. So we've got about 25 feet we're cutting out of the equation right there. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks about it.
Sounds good to me. All right, so I'm just going to put the switch right here. I really didn't want to do that. And you guys are going to look at this and go, he didn't have a plan. And you're goddamn right.
Whoever said we need a plan, it's
I'm just
do it as you
doing
go.
what makes me happy as I do it. I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do here, and it has just evolved out over time. It's
i.e. we keep messing things up and haven't figured things out.
yeah. So I think they call that trial and error, but that right there saves a big voltage drop, and I'm sure somebody had a better idea of what I could have done better, but
They'll let you know.
yeah, but I don't care.
And we have power.
Everything works. Okay, let's test.
Power everywhere.
Let's test our voltage now. Okay, so this is after I deleted like 25, 30 feet of wiring from the equation.
11.58.
Yeah, 11.6 is good enough for me. 11.3 was a little much. But yeah, we still added back like 18 feet of wire just now, so we're going to see some drop. But 11.6, 11.7, I can live with that. But this is where the switch is going to go, and making sure all of our connections are properly stripped, making sure they're all tight. It will raise the voltage a bit. I can guarantee you, this little skinny wire right here that was running 6 lights that were all 30 watts apiece was not getting 11 volts at all. There was no way. That was about 100 feet at least, because it went in a big loop all the way around. So that's 50 feet right there, we're just going to call it. And then each light was getting 5 feet. There were 6 lights. So what is that? So I mean, it's like 80 feet, 100 feet, something like that. In this 18 gauge, this was 18 gauge wire. 18 gauge wire. And each bulb was 30 watts. These bulbs are between 3 and 4 watts each. I think we're good, guys. I think we're doing just fine.
0.67.
6, 7. Yeah, so I mean, we're running 11.7, guys. I mean, that's plenty. So, and once we clean up all the connections, shorten a little bit, we'll be running 11.7, and we'll be good to go. All right, let's crank them all up. Let's see how long this battery lasts. I'm going to deduct like 5 minutes of run time because I've had to make
Went around
alterations. But now I've got light to work at night, so y'all get to see me in the dark.
That might be a scary thing to see, guys.
Well, I always look better in the dark, I thought. That's what the old lady tells me. Got all the lights on. We're going to just see how long it takes for them to die. All right, so it is 1:41 p.m. I turned these on at 11:30 or 11:49 a.m. So right at 2 hours, it ran all these lights, literally 12 lights for 2 hours. And it did all that on this little teeny Milwaukee 5.0 battery. And if you notice, there's a separate battery tray. I could run 2 12s. So if my math is right, you got 24 mAh, right? So this was 5. I got 2 hours. So I could run 4 at 10, 8 at 20. So about 10 hours of time if I wanted to run these lights continuously. So that means I could get 2 to 3 days of ideal use out of just 2 batteries. And that ain't not bad. Super convenient, super easy, and most of all, super professional. I mean, what better brand is there than Milwaukee, honestly?